Country style ramen. Okay, let's get to it. You're going to need 4 packs of ramen, whichever brand you prefer. I just picked this one because they were cheap. We're going to take them out, put them in a bowl. And we're not going to be using those flavor packets. They're way too salty, so keep them or discard them. I'm throwing mine out. We've got something better in store. 1 3/4 liters of water. We're going to be using 1.5 cups of that to add to our saucepan. We're going to do 1 cup and then also a 1/2 cup because that is what the Pioneer brand of country gravy calls for when you're making that. So keep the rest of your water. That is what we're going to be using for our noodles in just a minute. Let's get this turned on to a little bit of heat because we want to maintain that temperature. We want it to stay nice and hot, so we'll put it about medium heat. Pioneer's country gravy. I really like this gravy. It has a nice peppery flavor and does thicken up very nicely with just water. So dump that in, start mixing it up until it thickens, and you'll see it come together very quickly. All right, we're going to add that boiling water to our bowl. We do not need this to be perfect, guys, just enough to mostly cover the noodles. These are dehydrated, so they will suck up all that water as they sit. We are going to let them sit for about 3 minutes because that's what the packet says for this. So we will let those rehydrate. In the meantime, we will be adding our Knorr chicken flavor cube. Now, I like these so much better than the flavor packets you get with ramen. They add a great flavor and they're not too salty in my opinion. So we will incorporate that into here and you'll see it melt as it's overheat. And there it goes. Look at that. Now it's time to mix in the noodles. Just take those noodles after that 3-minute timer is up and start adding them in. We're going to give everything a nice quick toss. Make sure there's an even coating of this sauce over all the noodles. This is going to be very creamy and I want it to stick to everything. Next, we're going to add about 16 ounces of frozen vegetables. This is just the mixed variety, which is carrots, corn, peas, and green beans, kind of what you would normally find in an instant like cup of noodle. So you mix this all in until you get a nice distribution and they will warm up as you have them in there. Okay, we need to do a little bit of water here, and essentially we're taking the water from our noodles, adding a 1/2 cup to this, and we're going to stir it in. That'll give it a little bit more moisture. This one was looking a tiny bit dry. Okay, 1 to 2 teaspoons of garlic powder at this point. Add a little bit of extra flavor. Okay, and we're going to give that a quick stir just to distribute everything. And then we're going to turn our heat down to low to medium low, cover it. We're going to let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes until our vegetables are warmed through. Now, you got some options. You can either serve this directly if you're going to eat it then, or I'm meal prepping this. So I'm going to place portions into 6 of my containers and spread it out. Now you get to dress this up however you like. You can top this with a wide variety of stuff. We could do a protein in here. We could do chicken. We could do some cheese, but I'm going to do a little bit of paprika on one of them. Gives it a nice color, a little bit of earthiness. And then on the next one, I'm going to do some Italian seasoning. This makes a great weeknight dinner, comes together very quickly, and guys, I know you are going to love this.